Okay, we're moving right along here. Jags, Texans. Jags off an overtime game. We all know this is a negative spot, even though the Raiders just covered this week after an overtime game. But teams who played an overtime game the previous week are just 43% against the spread. Line history on this game is pretty interesting. This look ahead line had Houston -3. Then, of course, Stroud goes down. The line reopens Sunday night, Houston -1. Um, my numbers on this game make Houston -3.6 points on a neutral. So I'm around Houston -5, factoring in home field advantage. That's with Stroud at quarterback. Now, the question is, how much of a downgrade is Davis Mills from Stroud? It's not like Stroud's having a Pro Bowl caliber season or anything. We know Davis Mills is not good. We've seen enough of him to know he's like a legit career backup. But let's say he's a field goal downgrade, like a full 3 points. I'm still only Houston -2. If Jags got back to -1.5, I'm going to tease the Texans for sure. I mean, I show pretty significant edge here on Houston as it is with them being favorites and getting points here. But I have a feeling this closes a pick 'em and we won't see Jags get to +1.5, at least not across the board where I can tease it. And I hate going back to the scene of the crime of a team I just bet and lost with, but I have to believe my Houston bet last week was a good bet, just bad result. Got unlucky with the Stroud injury. Jags offense stands zero chance versus this unanimous #1 overall defense. Um, this Houston defense is legit, and the Jags without Travis Hunter, I think he's not going to play. They pick up Jacoby Myers at the deadline. He's going to be a non-factor, and doubt he'll do anything in his first game in a complicated Liam Cohen offense that some players who've been in all season still haven't figured out. I don't see how Jax has any success moving the ball downfield against a defense that forces you to kind of put together methodical drives and doesn't allow fluke explosive plays. Obviously, the big concern is, can Houston score? The Jags defense isn't great. Their numbers are still being aided by crazy turnover variance in the first 6 weeks of the season. Jags will get back Devin Lloyd, but I think Davis Mills can kind of manage the game and do just enough, and the Texans defense will do the heavy lifting. When I think about this Jags team, I really struggle to think what does this Jags team do well? Honest question, I guess if I had to answer it, it'd be their